أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نجعل له عينين ولسانا وشفتين وهديناه النجدين صدق الله العظيم. Dear brothers and sisters, the topic which I selected today is Hifzul Lisan. Hifzul Lisan means guarding your tongue. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in the Holy Quran that He has given us 2 eyes, 1 tongue, and 2 lips to hold it. Then He showed us 2 highways. One is going to paradise, the other is going to hellfire. That is which is mentioned in these 3 ayat from Surah Al-Balad. And the approximate translation of this is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alam naj'al lahu aynayn. Have we not given you 2 eyes? Wa lisanan, and 1 tongue. Wa shafatayn, and 2 lips to hold it. Wa hadaynahum najdain. And then we guided you to 2 highways, one going to paradise, one going to hellfire. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has informed us already that we will be responsible for what we do, for what we say, what we listen, what we see, what we write, where we go, how we use our hands, how we use our legs and other limbs. And anyone who will be using these organs for the pleasure of Allah, according to the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they will be rewarded on the Day of Judgment. And if we are using these organs otherwise, we will be penalized on that day. And in this regard, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in Surah Nur and Surah Yasin about these limbs. In Surah Nur, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Yawma tashhadu alayhim al-sinatuhum. On that day, the day of judgment, tashhadu alayhim al-sinatuhum. Their tongues are going to bear witness against them. Wa aydihim, and their hands are going to bear witness. Warjuluhum, and their feet are going to bear witness. Bima kanu ya'malun, what they have been doing. The same tongue on that day is going to say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this person used me to backbite somebody. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this person used me to utter 4-letter words. He used me in a wrong way against his own family, against his own community, against Muslims and others. And these same hands are going to bear witness. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He used us to write defamatory statements against other people. Used us to slap somebody, to hurt somebody, to do something which is going to hurt other people. And our feet are going to bear witness. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this person used us to go. Let me make a little bit more understandable, if I can understand a little bit more. You know, that day is going to be the ultimate judgment day. And what's going to happen on that day, that when, you know, Kiraman Katibin, there are 2 angels who are writing down everything which we do. In other words, for our to understand it a little bit better, they are videotaping. We only know 3 dimensions. They may be multi-dimensions, that they are videotaping every action what we do over here. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the word yara. Miskal zarratin khayran yara. An atom weight of good they have done, they are going to see it there. He didn't say read it there. He says see it there. We can understand much better yara today as, you know, a few hundred years before, because they didn't know the video at that time. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already knows, that's why He used the word yara, that you are going to see it there. An atom weight of bad you have done, you are going to see it there. And that book is going to be given to your right hand and left hand on that day. And then say, Ikra kitabak kafa bikal yom kafa bil read your book of deed. You yourself is good enough for taking your own accountability. Then the people are going to say, Ya Parithala, we had over there a lot of film industries, Hollywood, Bollywood, whatever, and they used to take somebody's head and put it somewhere else, and that show that he's the one person doing it. These angels are against us. When you ask them to bow down to Adam, so they have messed it up. They are going to make lot, although they know that what they are saying is not right. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that day, in the ultimate judgment, is going to say, okay, fine. These angels are against you, these books are not, you know, you are not believing in that. Okay, you believe your own hands? These are not angels' hands. This is your tongue. These are your eyes. These are your ears. Now these limbs are going to bear witness on that day against us. How we are going to defend ourselves at that time? Then ultimately, the person is going to say, annahum kanu kafirin. Yes, we were the kafirs. We had done all this. They have the admission. After confession, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to send it to the hellfire. Here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already told us what's going to happen on that day. The similar, when coming to Surah Yasin, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in these words, Al-yawma nakhtimu ala afwahihim wa tukallimuna aydihim wa tashhadu arjuluhum bima kanu yaksibun. On that day, we'll seal their mouth. وَتُكَلِّمُنَا أَيْدِيهِمْ. Their hands are going to talk to us. وَتَشْهَدُ أَرْجُلُهُمْ. Their feet are going to bear witness against them. This is in Surah Yasin. I advise you and myself that we guard our tongue. We try our sincere best to use our limbs in the right direction for the pleasure of Allah. Use it to propagate the word of Allah. Inform other people about Islam, about the Quran, about other things, and try our best to save as many people as we can from the hellfire. And another example given was that these relating to this issue. And most of the problems today, brothers and sisters, most of the problems in the family, in the community, that's all because of our tongue. That's all. If you analyze this, you will see more than 90% is the product of our tongue. If somebody using 4-letter words to instigate, what should be our reaction? Keep quiet. Do not answer. And you will see most of the problem will disappear. How long somebody can use that word? 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Then once you are not responding back, that's the end of it. But if you respond one time, that fight may go out in hours and will not finish, and maybe finish in a way that we cannot even talk to each other anymore. But if you keep quiet, don't say anything, the same person is going to realize what he was doing was wrong. The other person didn't even respond. The same is true if you have problem with your spouse. If husband is saying wrong words, Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ayyul muslimin afdal. Which Muslim is of higher rank? The good Muslim. What is the quality of a good Muslim? Qala, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Man salim al-muslimuna min lisanihi wa yadihi. From whose tongue and whose hands other Muslims are safe. Who is the best Muslim? From whose tongue and whose hands other Muslims are safe. In another hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is reported by an Uqwa bin Amr radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The very first thing, amsik alayka lisanak, hold your tongue. Wal yasaka baytuk, and stay at home unless it's necessary for business or other. Most of the time, rather than roaming around, stay at home. Spend that time with your family and others. Either gain knowledge or give knowledge. وَأَبْكِ عَلَىٰ خَطِيَّتِكَ, and cry and weep on your khata, on your sins, on your errors, on your mistakes. seek forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is where the najat is. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us do the best we can. Pray to Allah, may Allah respond to our prayers. Innahu ta'ala jawadun kadeem, kareemum malikum barraufur rahim. Alhamdulillah, nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa nu'minu bihi wa natawakkalu alayhi wa na'udhu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina man yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlilhu fala hadiya lahu wa nashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa nashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Amma ba'd, fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Inna Allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna 'alan nabi ya ayyuhallazina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Dear brothers and sisters, the topic of my today's khutbah have been Hifzul Lisan, guarding your tongue. A copy of this khutbah is going to be on the desk when you go out. Please take a copy. I could not complete everything what I wanted to say, but you will be inshallah able to refer to ayat of the Holy Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Look into that. I'll remind a few of the things more to that, but I would like to have some. I have not been here for a long time until this edition. MashaAllah, the community have done a good job. I congratulate every one of you who is part of this. It's a powerful document that overrides the federal law, but society actually started in '69. And right from that time, as a forerunner, I always had the dream that we should have one center on the freeway, close to the airport. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala finally granted that wish, and we got 14.139 acre land on the freeway, which has 1,000 feet on the freeway, one exit before the Intercontinental Airport on 59 North. We are having one center over there, inshallah. We call it Global Peace Center, because we wanted to accomplish a lot of things which we could not accomplish in our centers, which we already have. So inshallah that we want to, all this information is there. Take a copy. These copies are on that desk. And we would like to, if you have any suggestion to have more improvement than what is already listed there, we are welcome to open that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us do the best we can. And also, if you would like to participate into dawah activity or sponsorship of the Quran or the booklet or whatever, there will be some envelopes. It's called Mission of Conveying the Message of Allah. You can use that, inshallah. And please always remember other brothers who are in trouble in Palestine, Kashmir, India, or other places in your dua. At least we can make dua. Allahumma aizil Islam wal Muslimin. Allahumma man ahyatahu minna fahihi ala al-Islam. Wa man tawaffatahu minna fatawaffahu ala al-Iman. Allahumma inna nas'aluka imanan mustaqima wa fadlan da'iman wa nadran rahmatan wa aqlan nafi'an wa qalbun munawwaran wa imanan tawfiqa. Wa aqim as-salah inna as-salata tanha 'anil fahsha'i wal munkari wal baghi. Ya'izukum la'allakum tadhakkarun. Uzkurullaha yazkurukum waduhu yastajib lakum wa la zikrullahi ta'ala ala wa azza wa jal wa hammu wa azam wa akbar wallahu ya'lamu ma tasna'un. It's okay.
Bismillah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah, ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Hayya ala salah, hayya ala salah, hayya ala falah, hayya ala falah. Qad qamati salah, qad qamati salah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. لا إله إلا الله.
There is more space on the right side. Please fill up the front rows first. Take your time and pray as if it's the last prayer for life. أو الخوف والجن الأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. إن الذين يكتمون ما أنزلنا من البينات والهدى من بعد ما بيناه للناس في الكتاب أولئك يلعنهم الله ويلعنهم اللائنون إلا الذين تابوا وأصلحوا وبينوا فأولئك أتوب عليهم وأنا التواب الرحيم. إن الذين كفروا وماتوا وهم كفار أولئك عليهم لعنة الله والملائكة والناس أجمعين خالدين فيها لا يخفف عنهم العذاب ولا هم ينذرون وإلهكم إله واحد لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Of the volunteers over there. One thing I'd like to do is the ISGH does not endorse any candidate, any party. ISGH is 501c3. We welcome anybody that wants to come and meet us. I'm going to ask Brother Judge Mark Gibson to please come over here. And then I have Dr. Sulaiman Lalani, if he's here. He's running for Congressional District. And I have Mr. Shorab Gilani over here too.
He's running for the 27th district. And I don't know, if Miss Sonia.
Allah Hafiz. Jazakallah khair.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello to all of you. I bring greetings from the JP Court 2, which is in Fort Bend County. This used to be in JP 2. Actually, with the new lines, is actually not. And so, but anyway, I bring greetings. I'm the Justice of Peace of Precinct 2. I replaced retired Judge Klauser last year. Three things that are important to me in this race, and I do have an opponent, and I appreciate your support. But one is getting in front of our young people and letting them know about this court process. Too many of young people come before my court. They really don't understand this process. Second is the community education. A lot of our citizens do not understand these debt claims. They don't realize that any of these credit card debts, they don't go away unless you pay them. The law is on the side of these finance companies. They'll resell it, and once they get a judgment, they'll keep renewing the judgment, and they can keep it on the books for 100 years. Part of that is getting in front of our people and letting them know. The last item is judicial fairness. Hear about the courts, hear about justice system. So I'd like to stress to all of you is that the court where you'll find justice all the time is actually JP Court. That's why it's called the Justice Court. Because here's the beauty of the Justice Court, is that you can come as you are. You don't need a lawyer, just like you are right now. You can come and present your case. And so one of the things that I run on is that you get a chance to be heard. And so that's called judicial fairness. And that's what a lady justice has a blindfold on. That when you come to the court, it doesn't matter who you are, what's your background, what's your religion, is that you have the opportunity to be heard, and you have the opportunity to see justice. So I advise all of you, don't remember in the JP court, it's inter-level offenses, but it's a court where you get a chance to be heard. And so I'm the Justice of Peace again in Precinct 2 in Fort Bend County, and they redraw.
My main protection is for the U.S. Constitution and our rights, the First Amendment and religious liberty, the Second Amendment and the rights to bear arms.
Moved to America, where they knew no one, where they had no one, and where they worked hard. My mother was a nurse at Bentop Hospital. The first time my dad came here and got a job, he worked at Sears downtown, which is no longer here. But I'm telling you this because the one thing my mom and dad has always taught me and that I teach my children, good words, good deeds, good thoughts. And that's what I live by. But I'm a practicing lawyer. I've been practicing almost 20 years now. I do civil, criminal, family all over Texas. I'm licensed both in state court and federal court. But in my job, I handle hundreds of cases, thousands of cases, not just for me, but for other lawyers, for other people. I've won numerous awards for the work that I've done. But to me, it's not about how many cases I've done, not about how many awards I've gotten. It's always been about how many people have I helped. And this is what it's always going to be for me. How many people can I help? I create pro bono work. I have pro bono clinics for all of my brothers and sisters that are here. If you ever need help, most of us have met before, you can always call me because that's what this position is about, helping people.